We booked an unusual cabin in an unusual location on MSC Seascape. Join us for a tour of this unique interior cabin.
We are sail away with Bruce and Eileen, a retired couple that loves to cruise. Come with us as we travel the seas and explore new sights and destinations. Hi, here is our cabin. It is 14071, and we've been here for 4 days now, so I'm going to give you a midweek tour. We purchased the wristbands, and I can use that to open the door. See it flash green? As soon as you go inside, you need to put in your key card to keep the lights on. But my husband had an extra one from the hotel that was just a card, and it fits perfectly. So we're using that instead of the cruise card. A very funny little story about that key card which I was telling you about.
The reason we used the hotel key card and the light switch is that we were getting off the ship in Nassau, and I could not find my cruise card anywhere. And you have to have the cruise card to get off the ship.
And we looked everywhere in the cabin. We just turned it upside down. But lo and behold.
And I looked at the light switch, and there's my, cruise card in the light switch, keeping the lights on, so we had light while we were looking for the card.
So if you have a hotel card, happen to have one, you can use it in the light switch, and then you'll have your cruise card for whenever you need it.
Yes, we do not recommend keeping the lights on all day long if you're away out port, but if you're stepping out for getting a coffee or something, leave them on, use the cruise card.
And that's our tip of the day. So come on in. Right behind on the back of the door, you do have your ship location and also the muster station. And by the way, muster was super easy. All you had to do was listen to their little video about all their safety tips. And we did that while we were sitting on the bar getting a drink. And then go to your muster station and just check in, and you are done. That was super easy and great.
In fact, we went to muster station as we first went on the ship, went to the casino, which was our muster station, and said, hey, and they checked us in, and before we went to the room.
Yeah, that was really great, really fast. I think we were on and ready to go in 15-20 minutes from when we got to the port. Also in here you have a do not disturb button and a makeup room button in case you need that. And the room is a real nice size. This room is kind of on the end of a hall, and it's kind of in a little hidden spot, which is really great because we've got all this extra room right here. Some of the other cruises we've been on and the MSC cruises, your bed, you just have a little room on each side of the bed, but this one you've got this space, and you can pull out this table, and there's an extra little stool there, so two of you could be sitting over there and have breakfast in the room if you'd like to have breakfast in the room. Which, by the way, here's the breakfast order form. You just put it on your doorknob the night before by 2 a.m. in the morning, and you'll get a free continental breakfast. Now, if you're on the most economical plan, the Bella plan, there is a $5 fee for room delivery. But we're on the Fantastica, which allowed us to pick out which room we wanted to be at, and also we get free delivery on that continental breakfast. So that's something to consider. And being able to pick out which room we had is important to us because we like some peace and quiet. Although there is a caveat to that, I'll tell you in just a minute. But we picked out a room that is more centrally located, so we have less shifting when we're out on the open seas, and also no pool or public areas above us or below us. They're just cabins only, and that makes for a quieter stay. There is a strange noise we've been hearing, and we can't figure it out. It sounds like a waterfall or something. We have to ask our room steward what the heck that is. But other than that, it has been a really enjoyable room. We have next to the lamp here by the bed. We've got a lamp and you got a reading light, which is nice. But we have one USB there. Unfortunately, I don't have a USB on my side. And I do like to use my phone as an alarm clock. But what we brought was a super, super long cord because we were expecting this. And then it runs right behind our pillows and I can have my phone plugged in right by my bed. So that's just something to keep in mind. We'll take a look here more at the shelving and everything that's included. This has been a great space to put all your just everyday things on so you don't have to rummage around. If you see up there, we did have the room steward take out what was in the refrigerator, because if we used any of that, we would be charged for it, but we wanted room in the refrigerator just to put ice and some drinks that we purchased. And so he gladly moved that for us. And then, but you look, you've got these shelves there. The refrigerator is right down there. And plenty of room there. The drawer here. Note that the hair dryer's in this drawer. It's not in the bathroom, so, and you do have to hold it down. But I think that's a safety feature where you have to hold it to brush your hair. But you've got a nice mirror here and a huge mirror there. We'll show it to you in just a minute. The wall phone, we have 2 USBs, 2 American plugs, 2 international plugs. Now we did bring an international adapter, but we found we didn't really have to use it because we've got plenty of USBs from what we plugged in. And of course there's the TV, the remote. We really haven't used it that much. You've got 3 drawers here, full of our stuff right now, and a big deep drawer down here. And they're not even totally full, so plenty of storage in the closet. Oh, you can see all our clothes there. And it comes with some hangers, but not enough, but you can ask your room steward for extra hangers. So we got extra hangers, just kind of the inexpensive, but we don't care. That's all we needed, just to hang up our items, and plenty of spot for your shoes down there. And also, on this side, again, plenty of shelves, a safe, but a tiny safe. I don't even think you could get in your laptop or iPad or anything, but you can put in all your important documents like your passport, that type of thing. You do need to have, besides your cruise card, when you're leaving for the porch, you do need to have a picture ID with you. So both a picture ID and your cruise card every time you go off the ship. Unfortunately, they're little wristbands, although they're great for on the ship, just for ordering drinks or anything like that, don't count for going off the ship. You still need your ship card. So we have drawers there, the shelves there, I mean, and then again, 3 drawers here that we have. Oh, I take it back. 2
That's
drawers.
not a drawer.
That's not a drawer down there, but they're not even totally full. So we could have had plenty of room if we had gone on a longer cruise with MSC. Let's take a look at the all-important bathroom. Right by here, though, you do have your temperature control, and it's just, press it for warmer or cooler. And then inside the bathroom, there is a makeup mirror. I really haven't had to use it, but if you needed it for makeup or fellows for shaving. It's not a huge bathroom, but it's serviceable for sure. You've got these shelves, which I like. I've been in a cruise bathroom where they didn't even have that. So it's plenty of room for our personal items. The shower, we've got shower gel and shampoo. If you do like a separate conditioner, you'll need to bring it. And there is a bar down below for the ladies if they'd like to shave their legs. You've got that. And a nice overhead shower that you could just take removable shower heads so you can get cleaned up. Not a huge shower, but it's been fine. We like it. But really, the pièce de résistance has to be this extra space here. So when you're choosing your cabin, just really take a look at the diagram that's on the ship, and that really will help you maybe pick out, or go through a travel agent too. One thing we found when we go through a travel agent versus just going direct with MSC is a lot of times they have extra perks, like they might give you extra onboard credit that you can use, that type of thing. So I really highly recommend, at least checking it out. But anyway, that's our room tour. Oh, I did forget to show you the humongous, I talked about it but didn't show it. Wow, look at that big mirror. And the other thing is that being the big mirror, it also makes this room feel more spacious because it reflects it, and plus, if you're gonna get dressed up for gala night, you've got it made. Thanks for joining us on this room tour, and be sure to check out our full, we're gonna have lots of videos on this trip because it's really been a great trip on the MSC Seascape. Bye-bye.